Hello everyone, I'm recording this video because I wanted to give you some further guidance while writing your first assignment. When I was checking today, in order to give you like more precise information about what I wanted from this assignment, I realized that when I duplicated the course, I made a mistake. I duplicated the course, not keeping in mind the updates that I had for this October module, and I was using the material that I had used in February last year. And so there was a mistake in the content section in your D12, and I wanted to call your attention on this. Right now, I'm going to show you in your week one contents, you should have over here a resource by the name of Writing a Narrative Piece, resource updated October 2018. And you had one that belonged to February, so it was not updated. So it's important that once you're writing your narrative essay for Sunday or for Wednesday, depending on the course uh, that you belong to, you pay attention to the fact that you're reading the right resource. The resource for October for this module now is entirely about a narrative essay. Before, the one that I had for February was requesting a narrative essay and a biographical sketch together. So you no longer have to do the biographical sketch because you are doing that in the introductory video. So you have to focus your attention on only on the narrative piece. And I'm giving you the instructions here of what you need to do. Most of the resource hasn't changed. What is changing is here, the information that you have over here. Then you have to write a story in form of an essay, or I'm giving you, I'm being a little bit more flexible. It could be an essay form, or it could be a freer structure as long as you tell a story. The point of this first assignment is to tell a story about you and meant to be exchanged with your partners in your discussion group partners, and you're supposed to be exchanging essays, and so you know each other a little bit better. So that's the whole purpose of this assignment. So since I had also adjusted the rubrics for the assignment, I'm inviting you to take a look at the rubrics for the assignment before you submit. For example, I have over here the example of the rubrics that I wanted to share with you, and the rubrics are very detailed. So it's important that before you submit your essay, you understand what I'm expecting from you. For example, here you have the introduction, grabbing the attention of the reader, the thesis statement where you uh, uh, tell a story of an event in your life that somehow shows who you are. And so it's important that you see what I want, that I don't want a whole biography. I want an incident in your life that illustrate the person who you are now. Also, I'm paying attention to the genre. In this case, is narrative. Narrative entails storytelling. And narration is about a particular event that happened in a particular time in your life. So the chronology is important in this case. The personal approach, I'm asking that you can use the first person approach. You tell your story, but if you want to use a third person approach, and which makes the narration a little bit more distant, you can do so because that is also possible in narration. But I suggested that the first person approach is the more convenient in this case. An organization, the chronology, the way you said it, the time sequence and the time markers, the audience, purpose, and supporting ideas. You're writing the story for your partners and for me, your professor. I want to see who you are. So you have to tell me a meaningful story. Uh, uh, so in the supporting ideas is like if you're telling a story, you have to expand your ideas. So it cannot be just announcing what happened without more information. Also, the visual part, it has to include a visual component that hasn't changed. But I wanted to show you this rubrics, for example, here grammar, spelling, capitalization, and punctuation, because you realize what the heavyweights in the rubrics are. Like grammar, you don't want to be making many mistakes, so you need to double check your grammar, punctuation, spelling. Simple, silly mistakes could affect the grade because this is, in terms of grade point, this is very high. For example, the command tool of the language, clarity, expression, and grammar are crucial. So with this, I'm sending a message that you need to double check before submitting. If you send a poor quality essay in terms of grammar, is an essay that shows recklessness, for example, or lack of revision, it could affect the grade. So my suggestion in this case is that since you already have your discussion groups, you already know who your partners are, and you're getting acquainted with your partners, before submitting the essay, if I were you, I would find a sympathetic member of your group, any party in your group that might be willing to exchange essays with you. So they could this person could revise your essay, could make suggestion before you submit the essay on Sunday or on Tuesday, because we have two different submission dates for depending on the class. So this is what I wanted to say about the rubrics, and also about the document in your contents, that you had the old document, so you may want to check the new one. In terms of format, since most of you know that I'm requesting the MLA format to be used, and 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 this is going to be enforced in my class, I gave you here a guide that is a very detailed guide, MLA guide, updated with 2016 updates. And in this guide over here, on pages 41, if I recall correctly, onwards, you have a sample essay that have been formatted using, yes, page 41, you have a sample essay that has been formatted using MLA standards with the personal information requested, the title has to be centered with the first letter of each major word capitalized, no justification of the end of a line, with indentation, what we call it in Spanish sangria, indentation of every paragraph, and also you have here a visual. The way you should include an illustration or a visual of any sort. Since you have to include visuals in your essay, this is an example. So please revise your essay, edit the essay if needed after you have done the proofreading and before submitting, because this is these formal issues are important, and they could affect your grade if you're not careful enough. Something else, as you all know, you have the chance to rewrite this essay, but in the rewrite, you can only earn 10% of the grade. So if you write an essay that has been reckless, where you haven't paid attention to details, like for example an illustration like here, and you lose points to that, you can only gain the 10% of the point that you have lost. So it's important that the process of edition, revision, and proofreading are done thoroughly and consciously. Okay, I'm sending you this video today in the hope that some of you reconsider revising the essay before submitting on Sunday or on Tuesday night, depending on the class. Please contact me if you need anything. I'll be more than happy to help you.